Hello and welcome. This video is the raw footage from my Twitch streams. I decided to make these available to anyone who wants to go back and watch the games from the beginning. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Sundays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Twitch at the link in the description. Thank you and enjoy.
Hello all! Hi and welcome. It is Sunday night, and more importantly, Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Um, it is a wonderful day, and thank you, Granny, for the Happy Mother's Day. My day has been fun. My daughters have been great. They've been absolutely perfect. But I have not actually spent a lot of time with them today. I woke up this morning and somehow have completely wrenched my back. Um, I actually have incredible amounts of pain sitting between my shoulder blades and my spine on my left side. Um, that also means I don't know how long we're going to play tonight. We will play as long as I am capable of doing so. It could be an hour, could be 30 minutes, could be the full time. Just giving you all a heads up. I also had to work today because I was covering someone's lunch, so I went in long enough to cover their lunch and left. Then why am I streaming? Because, Pika, this is how I keep my sanity. And I am not being facetious about that. Um, I have found over the years that if I am performing, even for small audiences, my anxiety and my depression are significantly lessened. Since 2020, I've not been able to perform on stage, just due to pandemic and then other things. Um, I was actually struggling a lot until about a year ago when I picked up streaming. Streaming has saved my sanity. So, yes, I'm hurting. But I have spent a lot of my life hurting in one way or another. Um, through injury, through mental problems. So, for me, pain is an old friend. Depression, why have you not heard of this? Um, because honestly, these days it doesn't really affect me all that much. Streaming provides a um, an adrenaline rush, a dopamine rush that takes care of a lot of the things that cause my depression. I still have anxiety over how I'm going to afford next month's rent or things like that, but the complete debilitating anxiety I had where I literally wasn't sleeping at night, I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe. Once I started streaming and performing again, completely went away. As for depression, I have been dealing with depression since I was 13. Um, it's only been it's been mild most of my life. It's really only been completely terrible about 3 times in my life. Um, Two of them were me dealing with postpartum issues, and the other one was when all of my college friends called me out to a park and decided that they no longer wanted to be my friends. They literally dumped me in a park. They're like, you're too clingy and we don't want you anymore. You need to move on." Um, I'm still somewhat bitter about that one, but the depression doesn't exist. Actually, there's a couple more times, but we're not going into those. So it's a case of yes, my back hurts. Yes, my muscles are absolutely killing me, and I will be taking as much painkiller as I can when we get off of this so that I can sleep tonight. However, not streaming is, in fact, for me personally, worse. Um, just because of the mental issues. Since I've started streaming, the anxiety's gone away. The depression isn't an issue. Even though I know that right now I'm approximately 2 months away from no longer living in the house that I'm currently in and have no place to go. Am I a little anxious? Yeah. But I'm not completely freaking out because I have options and things I'm doing. But if I was where I was a year ago, I wouldn't be functional. Never mind the pain in my back. Sounds rude, but it feels like half the people you know online have some degree of depression. I'm actually not offended. Depression is a lot more common and it comes in a lot of degrees. Like I said, the reason you haven't heard about mine is because right now it's non existent. Um, and for most of my life, if I was depressed, I'd go find like a dance club and I'd go dance on the dance floor and disappear into the music. For me, that was enough. Um, but for other people, it's not. I'm lucky in that I have ways of dealing with mine and ways of controlling it so that it does not control my life. Um, the truth is as I've gotten older, the depression has been less of an issue and the anxiety is more of an issue. Um, but again, streaming helps me level that out. Now, like I said, it's not just streaming for me. Streaming provides me a place to perform, and that is what does it. But I could be performing regularly, busking on the street corner, singing music or playing my penny whistle. I could potentially join uh, an Irish music troupe. Again, singing, playing penny whistle. Join a dance troupe somewhere. My problem with all of this is that I have little girls at home, and they require as much time as I can give them. And because of this, I don't have time for rehearsals or practices. Like, I used to perform on stages at community theaters regularly and loved it. However, for community theater especially, you rehearse 2 to 4 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks and then can perform anywhere from 2 shows to 3 times a week for a month. And again, I don't have time to make that dedication. Maybe when my girls are older, I'll be able to go back to the stage. But until then, thanks to the community here and all of you lovely people who watch me, I have an audience. An audience that's willing to listen to me and willing to support me and willing to help me. And allow me to have fun. And because of that, I am in a much better position. So, and as to why a lot of people have depression, have you looked at the world? It's really depressing right now. I can blame no one for having depression issues. Um, between the crushing debt and the amount of money it costs for food, and never mind rent. Um, that particular problem being commonplace absolutely should be a thing. Alright, so I sent it out on my Discord. Let me see if I can. I want to show you guys what my baby girls made for me for Mother's Day. Because it's adorable. And I'm showing off because I can. Oh. I can't see what it did. It did silly things. There we go. Does that show everything? Ah. No, it doesn't. What the ever-loving is this thing doing? There we go. He's a little frog No, not a froggy. I got very much told that that is not a frog. I originally thought it was a poison dart frog because that's kind of what it looks like to me. But it is a ladybug. It is a ladybug with googly eyes. So I now have a pet rock ladybug with googly eyes that my daughters made me for Mother's Day. I don't have a name for it yet, and interestingly enough, my daughters didn't name it. So I'm gonna have to figure out something for it, aren't I? I'll figure it out. I'm showing it off today because, well, it's Mother's Day. And I find it adorable and amazing. Okay. That is the personal catching up out of the way. Um, Today we are going to be in Sumeru. We're actually heading to Port Orsmos. I know you said you'd be willing to help, Pika. Right now we are in a very text-heavy portion of Sumeru, so I don't know that there's going to be much to do for a little bit. I accidentally picked up the R&R quest. We won't be doing that anytime soon. I will need your help when it comes to that, just because of all of the battling that needs to be done. But that's months from now, and will probably take months to do. We have met Tainari and the Forest Rangers, and found out about Irminsul, which is the tree. And we were sent to Sumeru to try and meet up with the Lesser Lord Kusanali, only to find out that really all anybody is interested in is Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, who has already passed. There is one group of people who are getting ready for the... Oh. Do I have a way for you to donate to me other than gifting any subs? Actually, I don't. Uh, I just, I've never thought I needed it. I will look at other things if y'all are really interested in that. I used to have a Substack, but I've paused the payments on that one, just because I haven't kept up that journal. Sorry, guys, I ran out of time to do everything and that journal. Uh, so I will look into it, Pika. I thank you for thinking about me, but I'm actually doing pretty good right now. Where was? Oh yes, Port. They're getting ready for a festival that celebrates the Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, and they sent us to Port Orsmos. Kofi's a good one. Yeah, that actually is a pretty decent one. I'll look at setting up a Kofi. Coffee, however they want to pronounce it. What Pika is suggesting, it's a donation site that allows you to buy coffees for the person or whatever else they choose if they pay for it and have a higher tier donation. No, I know it's straight donations. I I was still working on my explanation. So it was designed basically as tip money, um, and the way they set it up is you're buying a person a coffee. You're not actually buying a person a coffee. You're giving them about the amount of money it would cost to buy a coffee, is what the basic donation price setup is. That's why it's called Kofi. Hi, Pocket. Welcome. Um, so the people who are setting up the festival, the Sub-Zero Festival, ha ha ha, figured it out. The Sub-Zero Festival suggested that if we wanted to find out more information on where to find Lesser Lord Kusanali, we needed to go to Port Ormos. And that's where we left it. We were on our way to Port Ormos when we finished yesterday. So that's where we're headed today, is Port Ormos. We were recommended to pass ourselves off as academia students, so we'll see what happens. Come, join me. Um, I've actually heard it pronounced several different ways. Kofi, coffee. And I actually am pretty glad that we are in a text heavy portion of the game and I don't have to do a heck of a lot of button pushing tonight. I hope. Oh, I do not want to get caught up in here though. Because that will definitely derail where we're going. I do not want to deal with the R&R request tonight. The R&R quest is an interesting quest that basically gives you no information and tells you to go find stuff. And where is it located? The forests of Sumeru. Which would be most of Sumeru. At least this portion of it.
Freeze!
Steady as stone. Let it rain. Let me weave you a verse. Body and mouth. Time to clean up.
Wait, I thought the one behind me was taken care of.
Someone needs assistance.
Oh, what is this that I've gotten myself into? Ah, thank you, my friend. Thank you. To have met such a friendly traveler in another land. Truly, I feel like a man encountering an oasis amidst an endless desert. Even my cargo has been sheltered neath your great protection, and here I was sure that they were lost. Lost for sure at the hands of those hilly churls. Again? Seriously? Ah, yes, these fellows are to me nightmare. To me, a nightmare. To me, a nightmare inescapable. That is the weirdest way to say that. As you've seen, I am traveling merchant from Fontaine, and all my goods are the latest and greatest. But that is precisely why these louts always target me when I'm transporting goods. Previously, they even hid at the mouth of the main road, successfully stealing a batch of the latest apparel from Fontaine. And you know what? I saw with my very own eyes the mushroom caravan in front of me pass by them. Safe and sound. Right in front of their noses, even. Do these churls just have it in for me or something? I mean, I'm all the way here in Sumeru now, you know. And when I had finally gotten far enough away to look back at the scene of the crime, they had put all the clothes in a pile, looking to make a fire with which to barbecue some meat. Oh dear, those burned clothes could have sold for enough to buy loads of grilled meat. Even... Oh, Paimon's talking. Oh dear, those burned clothes could have sold enough to buy loads of grilled meat. Even Paimon thinks that was a huge waste. To be honest, I cannot understand why these fellows keep chasing me as well, but thanks to you, I was able to protect my cargo this time. Ah yes, here's a token of my appreciation. Please accept it, my friends. You deserve it. Not even Prima Gems. Fine. Oh. Where is this? I honestly have no idea where that thing is. Oh well, I will get it later.
I'll catch up.
What I need to do is get over there.
Someone needs assistance.
Preferably without waking absolutely everything in the valley.
I'll catch up.
Alright. Woohoo! Statue of the Seven open! And there's Port Ormos. We're not far. The less I have to do, the better. Yeah, tonight, definitely. Should you serve as an escort? Yeah, I could use an escort tonight. I wouldn't normally, but... Let's worship the statue. I've only got 4 to offer? Well, there's a sad state of affairs. What in the... Okay, I hope to God that thing never comes back to life. Because that coming back to life would definitely qualify as a bad day. Oh, there it is. Hey, map. What happened to my... Oh, it's not gonna... Fine. At least I know where I'm going. I'm gonna have to kick you out when we get to the port. Because it literally won't let me do anything with you in here. Oh, that thing's guarded by a... Oh. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. Oh, hey! Wait, there are energy blocks running around here? Shows what I know. Hey, Risley. Any way you could get us out there? Thank you! Now we just swim to shore. I have to admit, I love the music of Sumeru. It's so relaxing. Welcome to Port Ormos, everyone.
Someone needs assistance.
Alright. Pika, I'm gonna have to kick you, because it won't let me do the next part of the quest in multiplayer mode. Aw, it's up there, isn't it? Piffle. Oh, I went too far. It's back over here. Whoa, how far did I go in the wrong direction? Apparently pretty far.
Someone needs assistance.
Thanks for the help with getting here, Pika.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality, made with pride and experience.
I mean, doesn't that just require a good farmer?
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30 care? And that's not all. Did you know that...
So he's a professional gossip. I mean, his title is know-it-all. Does he get paid for this? And how does that work when all the knowledge is basically available through the earbuds?
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Well, guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Maybe it's because of what Dia told us earlier, but Paimon can't seem to shake the feeling that there's also danger lurking in these crowds.
There are crowds of people. There's almost always danger lurking in the crowds. If nothing else, there's a rogue looking to pick pockets.
Let's get our bearings so we can start looking for leads. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. But other than that, we don't have much else to go on. Osfun told us to try posing as Academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here, and the Academia doesn't seem to have any research facilities in Port Ormos.
Really? Now that's interesting.
Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're Academia students and asking about the stolen item?
Figuring that out could be crucial for the rest of our investigation here.
Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found, Paimon bets we could find it in the market. Let's ask around and see what we come up with.
Woohoo! Aw, we don't actually get watermelons, but they're right there! Also, the big question everybody seems to have after a while of being into that, and I have this question. Where are the cows? Because there's milk, but I've not seen a cow or a goat. So what are we milking? Just asking. Ooh, a tailor.
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you too?
No, we all ask where are the horses? Why do you ask about the horses? Like, there are other pack animals. The cows were always the problem I had. Plant-based milk? Yeah, I guess maybe. It doesn't say. Except there's a picture of a cow on the bottle.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the Academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Kaya is the cavalry yeah, okay. Fair. But cavalry simply means mounted. But you're right. That is a good question. What are they writing for the cavalry? You're sure they aren't riding the boars? Are you sure? Some of them are big enough. Did you see the king boar? The one that nearly trampled me 100 zillion times?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumeru City that are about to graduate often come to Port Ormos to cut loose a little.
You're not wrong. From someone who knew pig farmers, do you know the difference between a wild pig and a pinned pig? And the difference is one of them is actually in the pen. The wild pigs and the tamed pigs are so close together. There's no difference. And my grandfather would rather go out and spend time in the pasture with his prize bull than get into the pig pen enclosure. So that tells you how dangerous pigs actually are. And they revere wolves way too much to ride them. Yeah. It's not going to be wolves. It's not going to be the boars. They do use hawks for hunting. And there's no other birds big enough for to carry a human. And the mammals we meet in Sumeru would be way too big. Not to mention too slow. They're pack animals, not... Wise grandfather, especially if the pig is a boar with babies. Yeah, sows were the worst. According to him. To be fair, Ayana, many of your longhorns are essentially giant puppies. There's a couple of your dogs that were more vicious than they are, and your dogs were sweethearts. At least to those you guys introduced to the ranch. I don't know how they treat outsiders.
Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies and go on to become full-time researchers at the academia have it even harder.
Oh, that sounds like college students.
Sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos, so students and researchers come flocking here when things get to be too much at the academia.
Remember the sows at your grandfather's farm in Iowa? They were very protective of their piglets. Yeah, it's honestly one of the reasons why I don't understand why people want pet pigs. In some settings, a goat could be a decent replacement for a horse, but the horse, or in the universe equivalent, is the main animal used for land cavalry. Yeah, but I don't know what it would be. Because they don't have the saurians like they have in Natlan. Fontaine doesn't have anything. You vote donkeys? Possibly, but the problem is, Granny, we've never seen any. That's why we're arguing. That's why the question came up of, like, we've never seen an animal that would be milked, except maybe the woolly mammoth things that are in Sumeru. But no goats, no cows. Ayana suggested maybe plant milk. That's a possibility. After all, we have cocoa goats. Which are actually coconuts. Coconut milk. So coconut milk is a thing. Maybe it's that. But yes, the big question is, what is Mondstadt riding for the cavalry? That is a very good question, Pika. Pigs are also very loud. Yeah, and if you don't keep them clean, they smell. That goes the same for all animals, but... True, they do have the concept of a goat. So there is that. So maybe it's goat milk.
Ah, you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
But can you make butter and cheese from coconut milk? Ayana, I don't know. I run cold enough that if I'm shaking butter or shaking milk or cream, I can't even get that to break over to butter. So you are asking the wrong person about that. I do know that if you're using coconut oil in cooking, you can use it on a 1-to-1 ratio with butter, and it works out just about as well. For those of you who need that information. So yeah. If it's called milk, then why not? Because it doesn't have the same proteins. It also doesn't function the same way. Coconut oil is at room temperature, is in fact more of a cream. Whereas, and by cream I mean like a hand cream. Whereas cream from a cow at room temperature is a liquid. So. Okay. They look pretty serious. Maybe even a little worried.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago.
Almond milk and almond butter, soy milk and... You think there's soy butter? Why not coconut milk and coconut butter? I mean, fair point. Almond butter is actually more close to a peanut butter. So I guess maybe there is coconut butter. What Ayana is talking about there, no, I just need to hand the jar over to my SO and have butter in 5 minutes. Whereas I run cold and I cannot get cream to break over at all. It does not matter how long I shake it. My husband, on the other hand, runs very warm. Especially during certain times of the year when it's colder outside. So if you need butter churned quickly, all I have to do is hand him the jar and he can break it over faster than anyone else. So they were trying to time the butter for it to be done just as they were arriving to band practice, and they failed because they handed it to my husband to shake. And he broke it over like 15 minutes early. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago.
If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life is good.
Those students seem to be discussing something. Let's see if we can listen in.
Oh, and for everybody who's come in since the stream started, Happy Mother's Day.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again? Ein something or other?
At this point, Happy Mother's Night. Yeah.
They're called Ein El Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Oh, so Ein El Akhmar is the one that are crying for King Deshret to return.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made.
Huh. Good to know.
I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 Mora, they'll give you info on anything.
That's a lot of Mora!
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
Okay, shortcuts to graduation never work. You actually have to put in the work. As much as it pains me to say that.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet it's practically worthless to anyone aside from us.
Shady knowledge is worth a lot to a lot of people.
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds pretty suspicious to Paimon. Is knowledge something people just buy and sell like that?
Yes! Yes, Paimon, it is. Whatever was stolen from the academia was related to knowledge.
So, what's your plan?
Let's try talking to the Eremites. Sorry.
Wait! Didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 Mora! Have you lost your mind?
Reliable information is worth the price. I won't let them off easy if it turns out to be a scam.
Oh, alright. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of Mora. But if you know what you're doing, then we should give it a shot.
This is gonna hurt. Even in a video game, I don't like parting with that much money. I'm actually something of a spindrift in my video games, which you'd think, why? It's fake money, but I've never been able to stop myself. Even when I have plenty. But on the plus side, what it has allowed me to do is I'm a Primogem hoarder. Not right now, because I've been trying to get Navia, but that's not going well. How many more days is this running? 8 days. Maybe.
You seem tired. Would you like some tea? I'll brew you some. Do you take sugar? 1 cube or 2?
Where are we supposed to be going? Where is this tavern? Oh, apparently over here.
This is the place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the...
You sit down and wait.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Huh! Once we reclaim the power of King Deshret, they'll be the first that the boss punishes.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of Mora this time, so we mustn't underestimate them.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick Mora?
Wow. Rude.
Yeah, with boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring our god back this time.
Huh. All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Greater Lord Rukadavada, a traitor? What are they talking about?
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
You should be careful what questions you ask.
What you see is what we've got. Welcome. Feel free to look around.
Oh, we're doing this. Apparently we're doing this.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
I'm a student from the
A
Academia.
student? What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
I'm looking for information about a certain something.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Paimon can't stand to see so much Mora go. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Paimon! You're gonna get us killed!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ainel Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret.
Yes, tell us something we don't know. Oh, how much did you say you were thinking you were going to spend getting Navia and which account? Oh, I spend no money on either of my accounts. On the other one, I lost my 50-50, so I lost my 50-50 and got oh, give me a minute.
Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru.
Honestly, I'd like to have Navia in both of them. I do actually have Navia in my other account. I'm looking to C1 her. Just because Navia's fun. But I don't spend any money on the games. I grind and save Primogems like crazy.
King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection.
What?
Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together.
Oh, this sounds fun.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
Question. Can you tell me more about the Oracle?
I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Oh, so my brain finally tossed it. I lost my 50-50 to Lenny. Which, not a terrible 50-50 loss. I didn't actually own Lenny on my other account yet. However, Lenny was not who I wanted. And on this one, I think I've actually only drawn once. Just because we're nowhere near Fontaine, so I haven't put a lot into it yet. I wouldn't mind having Navia, but I'm not gonna put a lot into it.
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Now, if he was on the banner,
Yes, it's me again.
be an entirely
I
different
already warned
story.
you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you. Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Hey! Shut it all, Hatham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this,
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yeah, because he's too scared.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Teyvat. If, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals. I will jeopardize the Eremites' reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone.
I have to admit, I love Al Hatham.
Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
Nope.
This guy is really out of his mind.
Very probably.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Genesis crystals!
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Velma! Thank you for following! And thank you for making my follower goal. I now have 50 followers, everyone! Thank you so much! Yay!
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
How are you doing today, Velma?
Well...
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too!
Thank you, 4G.
Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions.
Assuming he'll answer them, which is a big if.
He went that way! After him!
Thank you for the good luck, Pika. I hope I get
What do you
Navia
want?
too. Thank you for your help back there.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
Oh, I'm so not worried about that.
Alright. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
I'm a student from the academia.
A student? Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
I know a thing or two about swordplay.
Huh? Oh, yeah! She's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
Please don't use that term again, Paimon.
She doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Maybe not, but she can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those high-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
Alright, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck.
Oof.
We'll reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Yeah, we're a little desperate right now.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
It seems like some kind of knowledge.
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? Paimon can't tell what it is. It looks like some kind of ornament.
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
Gimme. I would love to have a whole host of those.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Got a bigger question. How can you write them?
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing.
I
It's
agree with
essentially
Paimon.
a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate. Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to Mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
I heard the Academia lost something recently. Seems like it's a knowledge capsule.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
I want to learn more about it.
With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Alright, what do I have to do?
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
At least he's not going to argue about it. Alright. Ooh, Jadeite. Do I actually get Jadeite? No, I get iron chunks.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
What am I helping you with?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell.
You are not incorrect.
She's guarded against people from the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations. I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further. Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
You are not asking for something easy, are you?
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password. Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
Well, at least it's something we're good at.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
Okay. What is his headset plugged into?
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste.
You're not asking the impossible, are you?
I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
It's child all over again? Yeah, you're not completely wrong. Both are highly unwilling to part with information.
Capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Ooh. I want this capsule.
Did you see anything?
The one on the left shines brighter.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy.
Would that work the same for books, I wonder? Huh, I may have to try that in the Academia.
However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value. Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the Mora for purchasing canned knowledge. Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any Mora left over, just keep it. Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
I mean, at least he does provide some more information than Child does.
Matra?
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession. The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
Yeah, I'll just find Dory.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikella Funduk. We'll have an open discussion then.
I'm glad he pronounced that and not me, because I would have gotten that wrong. Very, very wrong.
Looking at what Alhaitham wrote, Dory's informant is a trader near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
I'll catch up.
Here we are.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Oh! I didn't read the memo.
What a unique palate. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Ah, the warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Yes, I'm following.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things.
Oh. It's a trust exercise.
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
I didn't read the paper. Oh, you meant the receiving funds from a tall man in order to pay for something we need to advance our Archon quest. Congratulations to you.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Dizziness with a side of tinnitus, or I prefer something that causes heat stroke. Anybody want to take a jab at this one? I'm thinking there was a paper I should have read before I did this, and I failed. Oh, eeny meeny miny mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If it hollers, let him go. Eeny meeny miny mo.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully.
Oh, good.
Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
No, don't run, you dingbat!
What? The Matra? Where? We're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here.
Don't run.
We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant.
Where did he disappear to?
Someone needs assistance.
Seriously, where'd he go?
He ran that way.
Paimon, don't shout! Sir, the Matra are just gonna think you're more suspicious if you run. Yeah, like, if you are doing something suspicious, the best way to not get caught is to not act like you're doing something suspicious. You can get away with a lot just by acting like you belong there. Running away is an amazing way to get caught. Ooh! Higher. We gotta go up.
Look, he's over there.
And stop shouting, Paimon! Between the two of you, we're all gonna get caught. Oh, a book! Apprentice's notes.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
Does this make sense to you, CC?
Assistance.
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Everyone, meet Dory.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
You might be, but your Mora won't.
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you. Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Oh, she's scary enough just the way she is.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess P-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business.
I can understand how someone would hate her. I don't fully hate her. I mean, I don't overly like her, but I don't hate her. The only character I out and out hate in this game is Dottore. I out and out hate him. There are others I don't like and detest, but... And I know there are people who really want Dottore to have a redemption arc and be a playable character, and I really, really don't. I want to finish that character. I want to end them in-game. There's Dory level hate and then there's Dottore level hate. They cannot be compared. Yeah, I can buy that.
But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far.
Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Have we been involved in any shady dealings? I don't know. Yes, we have plenty of them, actually.
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces, no matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business, we don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree?
An honest business, yes, sure. We'll go with that, Dory.
So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Can you show us your products?
Ah, yes, of course. Go ahead. Help yourselves. Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
And honestly, this is why I don't hate Dory. Yes, she's incredibly greedy, and yes, she's incredibly annoying. But she is also puts herself at risk a lot. For her knowledge, and while there's nothing she won't sell, there are plenty of things she won't do. Dottore has no boundaries.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions.
Oh, really? And what are your suggestions, Dory?
Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Is one of those people the young lady in Mondstadt who keeps trying to talk to the Hilichurls? And dragging us along?
Be an expert in that topic.
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
I have an excellent, well-paying job, sort of.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Oh!
Whoa! That's a lot of Mora!
Do we even have that much Mora?
Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
Which one is she pointing at?
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 Mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
Say what now?
Paimon!
Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth
Don't let her trick you into spending more.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1,000,000 mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge. And so far, everything we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
I think you're the one who's curious.
Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dory. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora.
Paimon.
Excellent. Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Which is all terrible.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1,000,000 mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
They're all
Paimon
duds.
has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
I mean, we could, but I bet they're all duds. Yep.
So, what did you see? So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword fighting techniques 8.
I mean, yeah, but an overview of ancient runes, that would be useful.
Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
It's not that they're all duds, it's just that they're either duds or we're too good in the subject for them to be of any use. Yeah. Mechanically, of course. Fine, Paimon.
Dory, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dory and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Oh! I didn't know you could do that. Learn something new every day.
Ha! You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Yeah, sorta.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
That's one word.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Macher won't come here. Okay now, tell me how your encounter with Dory went.
You bring Alhaitham up to date and give them the canned knowledge.
We did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
It's not a secret or anything. We want to meet with the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, She just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Huh. That actually sounds like bad news bears.
Wow. There's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
Oh, really? That wouldn't be why you're here, is it, Alhaitham?
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Your goal is to find it too.
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the divine knowledge capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar.
They adamantly believe that the divine knowledge capsule contains King Deshret's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it.
That doesn't...
They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
Like, that doesn't even sound possible.
So you kept hounding them because they were ready to cooperate with you?
Give me just a second, guys. Alright.
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me.
Well, that's one way to do it.
The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
Sure.
Okay. Then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Sounds like a plan. I thought I heard something. are gonna go figure out how to use this knowledge, and then we are gonna call it a day. I know we're a little early, but that coughing fit really caused problems.
I'll catch up.
Giant plant!
Alright, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry. I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Ugh, math stuff.
Wow! Haytham! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything.
Or nothing, because he was too busy studying what he wasn't supposed to.
Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
I'm also curious about this.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Someone needs assistance.
Alright.
I must leave no stone unturned. No, my sword!
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Rain outlines your fate.
No escape!
Freeze.
Enemy reinforcements. Ah, pyro this time.
Dodge this.
Rain cutter.
Steady as stone.
Get him.
Oh, so sorry.
Where'd it go?
I must leave no stone unturned.
One second.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Ah! Oh, we're supposed to follow it. Oh, that's just... fine.
I'll race you there.
That wasn't the plan.
Go, Baron.
This is why I should stop getting distracted.
Steady as stone.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse.
Dodge this.
No one escapes my sight.
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act.
Ah.
I must
Who
leave
ordered
no
this?
stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Don't get frostbite.
Leave it all to me.
Cool it.
No escape!
Dodge this.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Freeze.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Dodge this.
Rain outlines your fate.
This moment will be frozen.
Alright. Ah!
No, my sword!
Cool it.
Let it rain! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Freeze.
Alright.
Ooh, wonderful.
Alright, back to Alhaitham. I'm glad I didn't have to go too far.
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Alright. Where did it get shoved? There it is. As if I saw countless sword-wielding figures fighting one moment, and then the next they disappear into the recesses of my memory.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Whatever was inside that knowledge capsule became part of my memory.
You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
The House of I love some of the...
As a dutiful maid would.
Some of the achievements, the names of them are just hilarious. Hey, it looks like we got a little stronger. That's nice.
Let me weave you a verse.
Cool it. Freeze.
Yay! That went better.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Yay! Not even a whole 1%.
Wait, how much?
It's basically 0.
Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
No kidding.
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dory for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Alright. Let's go get those achievements that we gained today. The Merchant and the Gate of Knowledge and the House of Canned Time.
Leave it to me.
Alright.
All of it, whatever it is. Exactly is it? I didn't quite catch your request.
Alright guys, we are going to go ahead and end a little early tonight. I have reached the end of my capabilities for the day. I hope everyone has had a splendid Mother's Day. I hope to see you guys all on Wednesday. It will be Power Up. I forget exactly what in Power World we're doing. I will determine that again on Wednesday. But that one will be at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So yeah. Thank you for the well wishes, Pika. Like I said, I'm going to take as much painkiller as I can and go to sleep. Hopefully resting will take care of this. Alright. Good night, everyone, and stay safe. It's a crazy world out there. Toodles!